Okay, so a continuation of my love of a catfisher. The day that I asked him, I said, you have to, we have to do some sort of a Zoom, like a Zoom FaceTime talk, because my daughter said it's so weird that you haven't talked like live. And I didn't even think, like it was just so dumb. The pictures and the phone calls were enough. And I went, yeah, that should be fine. And then I asked him, and all of a sudden, he sends me this video. It was so bizarre. Like, I knew there was something weird about it because it was him, the white guy supposedly, the David guy from Kiev, but it was like he had the jaw. The jaw was moving, and it said, what got me was it didn't make sense with what he would normally say to me. He kind of like, the jaw was moving of the face, and he was saying, hi Elizabeth, hope you're well, and I just want to say, like, follow your dreams, and that was it. And I thought to myself, there's something funny about this, like he doesn't talk like this. So I rang him after my daughter had seen it. She goes, this is weird. It's just weird. I don't know if this is real or not. I rang him the next day and I said, the video that you sent me of you, it's like, why did you talk like that? It was so strange, telling me to follow my dreams. I mean, I've been talking to you intimately. We've been having phone sex. We've seen each other's bodies, and you get on there and say, follow your dreams. And he said, it just came randomly, and inside, there's something not right, but you just don't want to see it. You don't want to see it because you just love what's between you. It felt so good. And I said, no, I really need to have live. I don't want you to send me a video. So that day, he said, look, I'm just going to go outside the building and see what I can do because I'm at work. So it was live, you could tell, but I saw just like his eyebrows, and he's saying to me, I don't know, I can't connect. And I could see like trees behind him and birds. That was all. And I said, I don't get it. How can you not just show your face? Like, I could just see this. And I could hear his voice, and he's going, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. And I was like, I'm so frustrated. I said, I'm over this. I don't want to pursue this anymore. And you could feel that he was very, very frustrated, and very, very, he didn't know what to do. He felt very sad. And that was the actual day before, that's right, before I actually blocked him. Yeah. And what had happened was, I blocked, no, this is what had happened. I actually told him, because I was interested in shares. This was the bad part. But I was interested in shares, and I said, do you know anything about shares? And all of a sudden, he just sends me all this stuff, like information. Like, he goes, I know everything about shares. And I said, well, I thought to myself, where did that come from? But my eyes were like, whoa, I'm interested in this, even if we don't work out, maybe we could, he could help me get into the share market. So that's where my greed came in. But I wasn't thinking to steal from him, but I got to admit, I was thinking, if it doesn't work out, I can just dump him and just, go off with my money. So I obviously got someone that probably was like that himself. Maybe that's the way, it goes. And he said, we could put in some shares together. And I said, yeah, tell me about it. And he said something about, like, if you put more in, he's got like this scheme where you can go in and in a year you can make a lot of money. And my eyes were like, whoa. I was like, I forgot about the romance and everything. Money. Have you heard that saying about money is like cocaine? When people hear about it, they just go silly. And that was the night that I said, okay, we'll talk tomorrow. I don't know how we're going to do it, like bank-wise and all that. And he said, yeah, I can set up bank details. And this is the guy that I'd been talking to that had never asked me for anything in about 4 months. And then I brought the subject on and it just must have went, whoa. So I knew, I went, wow, how did he jump on that straight away? And then that night when my daughter saw the video clips that he had made with the talking jaw, the weird, you know, the way he put the jaw in and he was talking, and it was this white person. This is way before I'd seen this guy, this, you know, my lover, catfisher, that was, you know, the black guy that I do love. You know, I totally understand the whole thing. That's why I'm able to do this. I don't have any hate for him because I get where he's coming from, because I was the same. I wanted something like that. You know, I wanted someone that, yeah, it was like it was a fun game, and then I fell for him and he fell for me, and I didn't think that was going to happen. And then I was thinking about all the shares, and if he knew about it, he could teach me things. And anyway, my daughter had seen that moving jaw, and she said, look, that she and her sister got online and they found that it was a stolen identity and it was a gay guy from America. And that was the morning where he rang me and said, hey, you know, how's everything going? I've sent the bank details. And I went, oh, okay. And then my daughter was in the background going, get off the phone, get off the phone. And I was embarrassed, and I'm going, look, oh, yeah, okay, I've got it. And she's, get off the phone. And I said, okay, yep, I'll have a look at that, and yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye, I love you. Anyway, we get off the phone, and my daughter goes, come here, I want to show you something. She goes, this is the real David. She goes, it's a gay guy in America. And everything just went, you know, like, oh my God, this is not true. It's a nightmare. It's a dream. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. And I was like shaking and scared, and couldn't believe it. I go, but maybe it's not true. And she goes, and, you know, it was really heartbreaking. And the first thing she decided, she said, you need to get off everything and block him, totally everything, block him out of everything. And that's when I did the whole blocking thing that led to the 2 weeks that I said, and I think I mentioned that in the last video. So this isn't in order, but not in sequence, but that's what had happened. And yeah, so you could probably watch the last video that I said about after, when I ended up unblocking him and what had happened and how it continued for 18 months. And next time I'll talk about just some weird behavior he was displaying. Like, I really knew that there was, he had deep problems, but I'd fallen in love with him, and you know, he'd fallen in love with me. It was obvious. We were just very hard to separate from each other. And I'll tell you about the things I was observing about him. Really interesting. But the times in between were just so nice. I never thought that there was such love and romance and, you know, could be with something like this. But, you know, anything is possible. I just believe anything is possible now. I was such a cynical person. Like when someone would say, like an older woman with a younger guy, I would think, how can she feel for him? Well, it happened to me. And then it happened with my catfisher, of all things. Like, and I still, you will hear what's happened. The end of the story is quite shocking, actually. And I still worry about him, and I will let you know next time. Okay. Whoever listen, but I feel good to get it off my chest. Nice to get it off my chest, because I just want to, I hope he's okay, and want to see him doing well. That's what my goal was. Yeah.